Alright, so who wants to do another wing? Just put it in chat. You can say it if you want. What's up, Fauna? I'd recommend Scourge, to be honest. I used to be Chrono Jail, and then I got fed up. Now Alright. I will do Wing 7. If everybody's interested in Wing 7, we'll do Wing 7. Wing 7 is very easy. It's underrated. And you do need special rolls once you get into pylons at the end. But we'll get there. I cannot tank Q1, so I might just do pylon or something. First off, what did we lose? It looks like Nara is my A DPS. Do we still have a Q DPS in subgroup 2? Yeah, Q2. No, Q2 I'm good at. Yeah, I could help you out. Scholar Glenna is probably my favorite NPC in all Guild Wars 2, by the way, guys. Alright, so we are doing Gate. Gate right now is basically a mini event required to do the wing. So let's clear the gate. Somebody basically needs to babysit Glenna, kind of like escort. Everybody else kills the Jin. The joke is it's a Wing 5 reference because when Glenna goes to the underworld, she's like, oh shit, that cave led straight to hell. What the heck? And then when you get there, Desmina is like an orb talking to her. Then she gets into Wing 7 and she's like, what the fuck? An orb is talking to me again? That's the reference. Is like, oh hey, an orb is talking to me again. Like, Glenna is the only not annoying as shit Azura. Every other Azura is a straight up dickhead. Even the commander. Yep. I made an Azura as a troll. Alright, so at this point, see where these people are over here? These pro gamers. That's where you're gonna want to start. So everybody else go over with these guys. I guess I'll babysit Glenna. And basically just a champion spawns and then you kill it. And then there are also champions on the other side. Just follow them around. They know what they're doing. They're not here for training. This wing is hilarious because the first two bosses, the actual bosses, are insanely easy in comparison to the last. Yeah, Mr. Justine. Jaime is the dickhead that I was referring to. Alright, you got two paths here. One of them, this one over here, leads to Air Jin. This one leads to Earth. You gotta kill both of them. Doesn't matter which one you kill first. Do I have Herald Bubble for Adina? Not right now. I don't even have a Herald on this account. We don't even have a Herald in the group. But it's okay. You don't need a bubble. You need stability. And I got that. You're saying if I GG, it skips it?
Normally, yes, yeah. I'm not sure if it's GGing or leaving the wing.
Bro, you just made me run back. You just trolled me.
then leave the wing. It's one of the two things. I'm not sure anymore. But you can skip it then.
Bro, the gate is closed. I need to use the rift. You want to get aggro on this guy and then stand behind a pillar. These pillars are what give it its little shield. And all right,
oh, somebody started it.
Yeah, so be careful. You want to stand outside of the pillars. It's no big deal. All right, so you want to tank, Mitch?
Yeah, we'll try to. Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna go ahead and stand right behind Arrow then. So two people behind each pillar. I guess I'll be with Mitch. Taking a little break. I'm gonna go ahead and continue explaining. Now, this is not an emboldened wing. It's either we do it right or we don't get the completion. That's how it works in normal mode. But the tank is going to basically tank on this side. You're going to keep his ass pointed this way. There's only one real mechanic that you need to worry about, which is his big slam. And it's because it pushes you back. He will do one that summons mines behind you. They look exactly as you'd think mines look like on here. That is really the only thing you need to worry about when tanking. It's insanely easy. You should not ever have to pillar. I will try to kite the pillar for you, I guess. But there's a couple different ways of doing it. The way that I like to do it is we don't have assigned pillar people. Everybody who is in this raid should know what's going on. That is the goal. And so you will get basically notification and you'll see it around your character. And it'll say like you have tectonic upheaval or something like that. Some weird earth notification. That is a pillar. And basically you want to run out, like put it somewhere around the back edge of the boss. Try to, even them out, make them nice and even, so that way people can get to them fairly easily, right? So maybe that is kind of a good distribution. 2 people to a pillar maximum. If you have more than 2 people, if you're the third guy at the party, you're one of the people is going to die. basically. They're going to get downstated. These pillars provide a buff to Adena. So it is important that you get the pillar, you place it, and then the group as a whole goes out, spreads out amongst them. They all die again, right? The best way to do it is whoever you are stacked up with right now, that is your buddy, and that is who you will be doing pillars with for this run. So whoever you're with, that's your guy. Stand behind a pillar with them. It doesn't necessarily matter who sets down the pillar, but you know, if one of you two get the pillar, go to the pillar that you sat down. Basically, the pillars are targeted at based on the radius you are to the boss. So like the 5 furthest people away from the boss get that mechanic. Some people will designate like, oh hey, you're a ranged guy, like stand far away from the boss, so that way you can bait that mechanic. I feel like that's a little overly complicated and it kind of forces people out of the group. Stack on the group. If you want to try to bait it, stand a little bit off of the group and you will get it. There's going to be 2 phases, or 3 phases actually. Typically people do north, south, south, or north, 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 or whatever. We are going to be doing north, south, south. That is where we're going to want to stand during the first phase. He does a flame wall type mechanic like Sabbatha. You just run around in a circle and then you go here, and that's where you're going to end up for the first phase. The second phase, you're going to run around in a circle and then go here. That's also what we're going to do for the last phase. During these phases, there's going to be these big ass hands that pop up. Just kill them as best you can. They're going to throw a bunch of shit at us, trying to knock us into the quicksand. Quicksand blinds you, huge DPS loss. Try not to do any quicksand gaming. Beyond that, pretty sure that's it. You can use a Herald Bubble to cheese the phases to make sure none of the shit hits you. I say run stab, run blocks. If you have feedback will help. So, all right, go ahead and aggro. You're going to want to aggro and then stay behind the pillar. There's pillars. Go ahead and spread out. Yeah, there's a shockwave that comes up with the pillars. Those are the mines. That's the eye. Get behind the pillar. And all the... Damn, dude. EU people know how to listen. All right. Don't worry about pillars. That is flame wall. Now you're going to need to jump over this ravine. And then we're going to go north. Going up here. Right up here on me. And this is the hand. All right. Second hand. And back to Adena. So now, if you start losing bodies, you can overlap these pillars. Watch out for the shockwave. All right, back to your pillar. Oh, looks like we got too many dicks on the dance floor over there. Maybe not. Everything worked out. Nice. All right, so we're going to do the same thing, except we're going south this time. So south, it's like the star marker. All right, and we got to kill 4 of them. And last but not least, back to Adena. It looks like we got 1 dead. So, all right. So whatever pillar does not get killed, we're going to stack the old pillar right on top of that last. So they overwrite each other, but you can end up with multiple. So just one person throw their pillar onto that other one. All right. We are going to go south again. We got a couple people dead. South, 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 star marker. And so we're going to need to overlap at least 1 pillar. All right, back to Adena. 2 people, just go ahead and overlap theirs. So you see how we have a bunch of pillars up? So 2 people that get tectonic upheaval, drop it in the same spot. All right, just go ahead. No. Let's push. Let's push. Keep pushing. We're almost there. Go pillar, pillar, pillar. There we go. All right, yeah, so the pillars overlap. So like if 2 people have tectonic upheaval, you can stack them on top of each other and you will get 1 pillar instead of 2. So once you start losing people, that's what you want to do. Whenever I'm doing these trainings, my boon up time is horrible. Oh, we aggroed him. Okay, so Cardinal Sabir is easy as shit. Arguably easiest boss in the game. Top 10 easiest bosses. Main mechanics that you need to pay attention to not die is there's going to be like a ring attack. I want to say it's a ring because it's like a big circle attack that goes into him. When you start seeing that, you need to go to one of the updrafts. You need to go to the little tornado and go up. If you don't do that, you're going to get downstated. It's like a big shockwave that he does across the platform. I expect at least 1 person to eat the shockwave. It seems like every run you do, no matter what you do, there's always Beyond that, there are a couple of different CC phases. The first CC phases that we're going to see are just blow your CC at any time you got it. Just CC them as much as you can. The other CC phase is going to require a coordinated CC effort, meaning everybody is going to need to use their CC at the same time. I'll call it out. A lot of times in raids with no voice comms, they'll like ping their mounts. For this, I will do that. I will ping my mounts. And then when you see that pop up in your chat, go ahead and blow your whole load. The special action key that you get from him is a CC. So typically during that phase is you'll see the CC bar come up. You'll have the commander kind of wait until everybody has that special action key, and then you use the special action key on him all at the same time, and then use whatever CC you have after that. There's also another big group wipe phase. I'm going to call it corners. And periodically there's going to be like it's almost like the ring mechanic, except instead of going up, you need to go over to the corner to do a bubble. And that's pretty much it. All right, let's go. So that's the special action key. So that is the anything CC phase. So go ahead and use your special action key on him if you got it. Use whatever CC you got. Spread back to the boss. All right, this is the phase. So just go ahead and go to the jumping pad. Now there is a tornado here that has the red ring of death on it. Don't go into that one. And then you can glide over to the next platform and then back to the boss. All right, go up. That's the ring. And people ate it. I told you somebody was going to do it. This is an anything CC phase, so use it if you got it. All right, next phase, do the same thing you did. All right, there's 2 ring of death tornadoes. Don't go into either of them. Oh, dude, I almost did. All right, go up. All right, this is a coordinated one. So don't go up. I'm going to go ahead and use it. There you go. Good job. Get him up, get him up. Avoid the tornado. All right, this is a corner. CC, or not CC, just kill him. All right, this is an anything CC, so just use it if you got it. This is a corner. Oh, dude, sorry. Couldn't do it. This is a up. So this is a coordinated CC, and we have a lot of people dead. All right, with that, let's just GG. We could have clutched it out. Same thing kind of happened with Adina. So just, that is the entire fight. Everybody feeling comfortable with it.
Healer shouldn't die first, then it would be easier.
Did you die?
Yeah, I died, yeah.
No wonder, bro. So you wiped us.
Yes,
it was Mitch's fault the whole time.
It's my fault, sorry.
It's all good, it's all good. I meant to change to Moa, but then I used Gravwell instead. Good looking out, Fauna. Alright, no death tornado. Alright, go up. This is anything CC. Use it if you got it. Go up. Alright, don't go in the death one. Go up. This is a coordinated one. Alright, and alright, splitter red. This is a corner. So this is the last phase, basically. We just blast it out. This is a anything. Oh my god. I teleported directly into the edge of that tornado. It's up to you guys. I will quarterback from above. Corner. See, the real training is the friends we met along the way. The carries that we get along the way. Good job, guys. All right. So we need 3 pylons. And it is 100% okay if you don't know how to do a pylon. All right. We got 1 pylon. Yes, you need a DPS. In particular, you need either a Virtuoso, Necromancer, Scourge, probably. Yeah, or a Deadeye. Well, I don't know what we got, or we got 1 pylon for sure. Lava is probably going to need to be 1. We're going to need 1 more. There's going to be kind of a lot of explaining on this one. So just go ahead and put an X up in chat if you are a pylon. So Rutek is a pylon. Nova is a pylon. Do we have one other person who wants to be a pylon? Oh, Love is a pylon, right? All right, I'm going to start explaining because there's a lot to explain. So first off, you see these little like sharks, like electrical sharks going across the crack. Don't stand on the crack. For pylons, I usually stand right around here that's where you'll stand. And the reason is because you're going to need to basically grab an orb. Like, so this pylon right here, you're gonna grab an orb from here, and then you're gonna need to immediately go back. There's these special action keys. The only people that should have their special action key active is the tank, so that's you, Mitch, and pylon kiters. That's it. Everybody else should be deactivated. Now, at the end of this boss, everybody's will be active all the time, so just try to keep that in mind. There are 2 phases. I believe they're at 60%. Basically, when you, it doesn't really matter what percent. When you fly up into the air, what you need to do is you need to split up. The key is to not go onto these big ass circles. Basically, you're going to float in the air and you're going to drop down. And when you drop down, it's a giant pool of lava. Big ass pool of lava. And if you put it on one of these, you fuck over the pylon and it's a wipe. But more importantly, these pools of lava are used to kill anomalies. So what a lot of people will do is, well, the way you do it on NA, we're doing the strat that works for them. It's called Pug Strat. Pug Strat is you drop the first set on this side. So for this pylon right here, for this set, first you're going to drop it here. Actually, no, you drop it here first. Right in the middle of this. I will leave the markers there. And then on the second time it happens, you drop it right here. Now, there is a better strat that we're not going to do because it makes things a little messier. But basically, this is what we're going to do. Drop it there and there. The other strat is to drop it like right on the upper edge. So the pool of lava will spawn. It'll be like right here. You basically go right up onto the edge and you drop the second one right here. It is better for handling anomalies, but it's more complicated. Pug strat, tried and true, easy day. After those are done and each of the pylons has 3 orbs, Kadeem is going to rush and kill the pylons. So he's going to start with the first pylon up here, then he's going to go to this one, and then he's going to go over to this pylon in a counterclockwise rotation. When he runs up to the pylon, he will CC the pylon kiter guy if you don't dodge it, and he spawns a big ass pool of lava. So avoid that. The tank will be tanking essentially between like right here and right here. You basically want to keep the cones from attacking the pylons. There's a giant ass cone attack that he does that will attack the pylon kiters. You don't want to hook them up. They already have a very critical job.
Yeah, then the orb catching of this pylon is fucked up, I think.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, you can do it on either side. I mean, it's just a circle, right? So it doesn't matter. Typically, the way I've seen it is they put the roads out this way. What you don't want to do is you don't want to put the road where the orb spawns. So as long as you are not in line with these circles, you'll be all right. Spawn the roads, not there, and kind of hold the boss in a position that is in between the pylon. You're going to be offset. So even if a road spawns and it's like here, as long as this pylon can get to this orb, it's fine. And you're always going to go to the orb that is counterclockwise to your position. So, I mean, that's for pylons alone. So you're going to want to teleport to this one if you're this pylon. Any questions so far? We're about to pull. We're about to do some pulls. You want to split up between the pylons to start, and then you kind of coalesce and regroup down back here. Everybody happy. Everybody Gucci. Fall asleep yet? What's happening? Give me some feedback, please. All right. Who wants to be this pylon? Rutek, this one all you, buddy? Okay. So that leaves Lava, Big Love over here. So Mitch, I usually start the tank up here where you're at. Prot this. Where are you? You said you have negative CC. That's fine. Yeah. Deadeye Gaming. Everybody's going to be running pistol, Deadeye Thief with Shadow Step. All right. With that, the very first attack he does after every phase, after every pylon phase, is a big donut. Just roll into it. Roll into the donut. If you're a pylon, roll into the donut. If you're not a pylon, roll into the donut. You will get blasted out into Narnia straight on top of the molten lava. So let me put the markers where they're actually going to be. These markers are for the lava. So drop the lava where the markers are at. now. That's where we're gonna go. And yeah, is everybody happy? Is everybody ready to get some pulls? There also is a big ass circle that he will spawn on you. There's also a line that he will spawn. The line attack you can jump over. Big ass circle you can dodge. Bring it outside of the group because it expands to be like the entire fucking arena size, and you can really fuck over your pylon kiters. The name of the game is take care of the pylon kiters. Pylon, that's the donut. Rutek got donutted. Rutek, use your special action key. That's a good road placement. All right, orb is out. Rutek, that's you. Grab your orb. Oh, we are missing orbs. GG. An explanation of orbs. Let's do CM. Yeah, let's do CM. All right, so what you do for an orb. Don't worry about that. He's just spazzing. So you are a pylon. You stand right here. Here, actually, let me explain it to Rutek. He missed the first one. So, and Rutek, I'm sure you have invigorating precision, relic of Zakharos, something like that, right? And then also you need shadow step. So what you're gonna do when an orb is coming out, which I will try to call an orb coming out, the orbs spawn counterclockwise. So first up, it's going to be you, and then it's going to be Lava, and it's going to be Nova, in that order. It's always going to be that order. That's how we're going to do things. So each one of you guys is going to get an orb, and then depending on where we're at with DPS, we're going to end up getting into a lava phase. But basically what you need to happen is when an orb is spawning, there's going to be a circle that appears over here. There's going to be a circle on the ground. You need to use a blink skill when the circle is basically like half complete, because you need to have your special action key active for the pylon. But what you'll do is you'll essentially blink over here, grab the orb, and then use shadow step again, and then come back with the orb. And we just started. If everybody's ready, go ahead and CC your donut. Don't get donutted. Make sure your special action key is active. I don't have the right. All right, there's an orb. Orb is coming out. All right, there we go. Orb has been got. That's you, Rutek. Good job. You don't need to go that early. Keep your special action key active. Yeah, so you need to have your special action key active the entire time. All right, that's Lava. Go to the marker. Do not do it on your pylon.
So we didn't learn.
That's going to be a wipe. Both of these. All right, yeah, GG. So yeah, the lava, that big ass lava, that's why you do it on the markers. You do it in between your pylon. You do it in between your pylon and where the orb spawns. And then on the other one, you do it on the other side. Everybody tracking. This is another fight that is 1000% mechanics only. So if you do the right thing, stand in the right spot, you're going to get the clear 100% of the time. Might not seem like that, but it's true. Can we assign pylons for fire and CC? For fire, I'm going to go north. Wherever you're at the start, go to that fire spot. Go to that CC spot. That makes the most sense. All right. You know where you start, go to where you started and CC. Okay. Yeah, for the lava, go to the heart marker, Rutek. That's where you're going to go. And for this pylon, you're going to go to that marker. For the lava, go to the marker for the lava. All right. Wherever you started, that's where you're going to go. You're going to go to that marker for the lava. And for the next lava, you're going to go onto the opposite side of whatever pylon you started. The exact same shit. Whatever marker that you got, literally the other side of the pylon. Got it? Everybody tracking. Everybody good. Still don't have the right utilities. Oh well. Donut. Dodge into the donut. Don't be like me. All right. There is an orb. Good job, Lava. There's an orb, Rutek. Rutek. Great job, buddy. Trying to keep you alive. About to be lava time. We got Nova down. Lava, and Nova is dead. I'll do it. Actually, I can't do it. We have a pylon dead, so GG.
Mission failed.
Rutek, make sure. Do you have invigorating precision trait? I believe it's under critical strike. It's gonna help keep you alive. You need to have some self-sustain. Think you stood on the shark? All right, it's all good. Do not feel bad about this. It's complicated, and everybody needs to do this. Yeah, definitely avoid standing on the white lines. The white lines are where the shark is. Let's do it. All right, get ready for blew my stuff the wrong time. Donut. So the orb spawn counterclockwise. All right, Rutek, you're up next. Excellent. That's Nova. All right, go to your spot. Uh-oh. We got multiple pylons down. The lavas look excellent though. So this is a GG. All right, big circles. Try not to drag them on the pylon. All right, go to your spot. All right, get out of the lava. CC the pylons. The lavas look excellent. You got to CC all the pylons. There's a donut. All right, business as usual. All right, that is lava. Good job. And that is Rutek Orb. Ooh. All right, we're about to do another fire. Go to the opposite side of the pylon, not where the lava is currently. And they look mostly all right. All right, Zach, you got it. I'm jumping over them. All right, Zach, you got that or not? We got 2 orbs down. All right, he's gonna want to go north here pretty soon. This is a mess. Just keep it running. Oh, orb's about to drop, and I cannot collect it. All right, I think, yep, he's rushing the north pylon at 40%. All right, stack on group, stack on me, everybody. Get away from your pylon, because they all reset. Now CC the pylon. So these anomalies that spawn, they need to be CC'd. All right, they're going to another pylon. Res. We might actually get the clear on this, believe it or not. This anomaly, don't get pushed. Make sure that the anomaly is standing in the fire. Still try to tank him in the same spot, Mitch. You don't have any more orbs, but now you have anomalies that spawn. So anomalies need to be dealt with. You do not want to let them get to Kadim. So right here, you cannot damage them until you CC them. So I need help. Pick this dude up. All right, back to the boss. That's going to be the nature of this game. The last pylon is going now. Dodge it. We have this anomaly. All right, focus Kadim. This is going to be a slow and steady process. Everybody's thing is active. It's going to be boon strips if you got them. The anomaly is up. Focus this anomaly. We got an anomaly spawning. This distortion. Gotta fuck them up. Gotta kill this anomaly. We got another one coming up, so we're gonna switch over to the other side. Res. That was clutch. We got 9%. We need to focus the anomaly. So this guy right here. All right, back to the boss. All right, anomaly behind us. Get the all right, we are at 3%. Just slow and steady. Got 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. We're not gonna run into the timer. Looks like we're getting clear. Good job, guys. How did you guys feel about that? Your understanding of the fight a little better? Any feedback for me?